The special advisor to the president on prosecution, Chief Olayinka Ola, has described as inconsequential the recognition accorded the indigenous people of Biafra, the IPOB, by some foreign nations as a non-terrorist group, despite Nigeria's recent proscription and designation of the group as a terrorist organization. Ola also disclosed that the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Mr. Abubakar Malami, would soon charge the promoters and members of the proscribed group for allegedly operating illegally in Nigeria in violation of Section 54 of the Companies and Allied Matters Act. With me in the studio to discuss more on this is a lawyer, Olayinka Ola-Daniels. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Now, in terms of the legality of things, let's get a proper definition of what actually constitutes a terrorist organization. What is a terrorist organization?
Well,
how do we define it?
The section, we have, don't forget that, first of all, we must know that there is an act called Terrorism Prevention Act,
Okay.
Act amended. That's 2011-2013. And under this act, it's clearly stated in section 2, you know, subsection 1, paragraph A, B, and the rest of the paragraphs. Once you're constituting nuisance, you harass everyone in the public, whether by mouth or whether by weapons, by any means. You come and you don't believe, you force people to believe in your cause, you know, by force, so all these things constitute terrorism. So it's not, because a lot of people are getting it wrong. They think it's about just carrying gun and just shooting, because it starts from somewhere. The terrorists we have everywhere in the world, they didn't just start one day with guns and bombing everywhere. No, it started by word of mouth and by actions before the so-called ammunition, you know, set in. So we don't have to wait for that. Having said that, no one has the power to pronounce anyone or any group a terrorist. We have the law in the land, which is clear. We have a competent court to do that. No, don't forget that the governors, the Southeast governors and some government officials had already pronounced IPOB as a terrorist group.
It was the military.
Government officials.
Yes.
Military is not standing on its own, though military denied later that they don't have power to do that. But even let's say the governors and some of them did that before going to court, one, that is totally wrong. Now going to court, the same section under that provision, under the act, that's the Terrorism Prevention Act, made it clear. If such has to go to court, the party or the group must have their own counsel, their own lawyer. You cannot make a judgment you get on ex parte motion a permanent judgment. It is not done.
But the Attorney General has gone to court and he's getting the prescription done.
Thank you.
Does that matter now?
Getting it done, yes, it has probably suppressed the tension.
Okay.
But then does not make it right. Doesn't make it legal. You see, we do all sorts because the Attorney General has gone to court and obtained an order through the back door because due process was not followed. Now, okay, for instance...
that's all that is the difference in this matter here, because we do realize that IPOB is a terrorist group.
You are saying that.
Not.
The court...
the
court made that... Okay, fine.
Proclamation Act says so.
Says so? Yes, the act only told us of the elements what constitutes terrorism. Okay. So it is the court that will make the, determines that will make the pronouncement, not any individual.
All right, let's move on now. How relevant now?
Yes.
The EU and the US have said that IPOB is not a terrorist group. How relevant is their stance, you know, as compared with the Nigerian government, who have declared that IPOB is a terrorist organization?
Absolutely irrelevant.
Irrelevant,
Why?
inconsequential.
Why? Nigeria is a sovereign state. No nation, no group can tell Nigeria how to run his government or how to run his home. As Donald Trump, the president of the United States, not banned some people from traveling and coming into the... Why? Because he said his nation come first. And anything that he sees that is going to come as a threat to his nation, he will not allow it. Then he stopped people even moving in. Even when the United Nations has not approved and they are saying no. So why will then they come to say, to determine who constitute terrorists or to determine who we proclaim when we have our law? It's a sovereign state. Indeed. Irrespective of whatever they say, it's none of our, it doesn't hold any water. Okay. We have a sovereign state. It doesn't change anything. It doesn't change anything.
IPOB was incorporated outside Nigeria. They haven't done that here in Nigeria. That alone makes it an illegal organization, according to the section 53 of the
that's section 53 of the Company and Allied Matters Act.
Yes. So before even declaring them a terrorist organization, they are illegal.
Thank you. Reason why I said government goofed at a point, and the reason why I said they obtain a judgment through the back door. See, there are routes in which you can use to nab these people. One, Section 53 is clear of Company and Allied Matters Act. You cannot practice here, it is illegal. Two, Section 54 of the same Company and Allied Matters Act made it clear that it is a criminal offense. You know, for a foreign company that is not registered here to operate here. Yeah. So these two alone, you could go to court and declare this. Three, when you made IPOB, when you say you took, because the filing, like I said, I said it somewhere, that one, the court processes, the filing made by the Attorney General, the judgment obtained, all the processes followed, seriously, were what had, because there was no foundation. And you can't put nothing on, you can't put something on nothing. It is not done. If all those things, if they had gone through this route, IPOB is not registered, then don't forget that our law also made it clear that before you can take someone to court, it must be a juristic person. Is it as an individual or a registered company? They are not registered. Then you now made it IPOB. What stops you from naming Kanu? Nnamdi Kanu. If somebody will wake up and tell his group that is going to Abuja to bring the head of our president home, that is calling us zoo and monkeys, and somebody is here telling some people that attend church that Yoruba pastors aids, that calling them names, then such person is clear. It's clear. The constitution, the provision of the act is clear to tell you who Kanu is. So and
the only problem here seems to be that we dragged the cart before the horse.
Very well.
That's simply it. Because Nnamdi Kanu actually asked that people shouldn't vote in Abia State.
Thank you. Even in Anambra. In Anambra. That is totally wrong. That is the reason why I said, you see, federal government, I always say this, they need to be proactive. They allow this to degenerate to this point.
Into all of this.
We should not be here. Today, this should not be our discussion if Kanu had been tamed from the beginning. And let me make it clear to you.
Let me ask a final question. Can Kanu be picked up simply as an individual causing mayhem in the country?
Very well. However, don't forget, he's in court already, and I'm sure they're on bail. Well, I think the government is back in court to say, well, this man has breached the bail conditions, so they are still on that. So you cannot be doing. But seriously, even before then, like I said, Kanu could have been picked up as an individual. I mean, even constituting nuisance in the public and destroying peace and order. And let me say this. Let me say this for the viewers and for the people that don't understand that IPOB was not founded by Kanu. IPOB was founded by the retired justice. So all these things, people making noise about Kanu. Kanu should not even be in the picture.
I think the government should do the right thing. Lawyer, thank you so much for joining me on CBC News this hour.
Yeah.